Do you know what prior restraint is? It's when you block my camera.
100%.
And that is against the law.
What law? All right, because things matter. All right, because I'm gonna go to your base commander, and I gotta.
Tonight, we take you to Grand Central, New York, and a tense military base encounter in Cookstown, New Jersey. 2 locations, 2 confrontations, and 1 question. Did these officers go too far trying to demand ID? These videos, originally captured by independent auditors, are part of a growing movement exposing how authority is tested in public spaces. Will these officers respect the Constitution or cross the line? Make sure to check out the original creators. Links are in the description. Follow them, support their work, and tell them ID Refusal Cops sent you. Because what you're about to see will challenge what you think you know about your rights.
You can't record it, bro. You can't record on this side.
I'm sorry?
You can't record. What are you looking for?
It's just a little weird that you're like taking the camera and you're
Weird is subjective. That's your opinion.
What do you need? Do you need something?
If I needed something, I would have asked you.
You should ask.
What's your name and badge number?
Here you go. Right here.
Your name is right here?
Right here.
You think everybody could pronounce that?
Right here.
You're not proud of your name?
You can't pronounce that? That's rude. You didn't even try.
What if I didn't know how to read? You think it's polite to say that?
There you go.
What if I was blind?
Sir, what do you need? You obviously don't like us. Is there anything you need?
I have no problem with you.
Okay. Well, then
But for you to put your hand in my camera and tell me I can't record, you should never tell me that I can't record. Unless I'm in the bathroom or something. I didn't reach over. Did you see me reach over? No, I'm right here.
We literally saw you reach over.
Right here. So you're gonna y'all both gonna lie on camera?
Okay.
Thank God for cameras. There's 2 cameras right there. There's a camera right here. You guys have cameras on? You wanna go live? Yeah, go live. Why not?
Because
You should always go live. Yeah, why not?
Do you have anything you need?
No, but I asked you.
We just said you can't.
If I
stick your
needed
hand
something, I
inside.
didn't.
Okay.
So you stick your hand in my camera?
I just stick my hand in the camera.
And you should never, ever tell me not to record.
Okay. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, you too.
I don't know. I thought it's fun because like they have a camera and you have a camera. It's like, woo.
There's cameras everywhere. We're in Grand Central.
Like, yeah, no, stop if you have no justice, right? It is a joke, I agree. God bless most of you. It is indeed. It is a joke. So God bless the Hello, man. Do you need help with something? Break your leg down.
Anything help you with?
Yeah, you can protect my rights in public.
Yeah, I feel protected. I'm sure protected.
Remember you swore an oath? Remember you swore an oath to protect the Constitution? You know what prior restraint is?
The moment her hand blocks the lens, the dynamic changes. This is no longer a conversation. It becomes prior restraint, a direct violation under the First Amendment. Courts have repeatedly ruled that recording in public is protected speech. Interfering physically can expose officers to civil liability under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. What you're seeing isn't confusion, it's overreach caught on camera.
Do you know what prior restraint is? It's when you block my camera. When you block my camera, you stop me from exercising my First Amendment. That's prior restraint. You can't do that. You can put your hand here in your face. You can do that, but you can't block my camera.
Did you read this?
Am I in there? Am I in there?
Your camera was in there.
No trespassing. Authorized MTA.
So you actually, so technically we could have.
My camera's right here. Look.
Okay, so that's
Is
not
it
where
over
was
there?
before,
Yeah, that
sir. I
is.
understand you're cutting me
That
off
is
because
where it
you don't want
was.
your live stream to show that
I'm not
telling you
live,
what
ma'am.
you did.
I'm not
That's
live.
what happened. Oh, you said
First of
you
all, I don't
lied.
even know who
lied
you
to me.
are.
Yeah.
I never said that.
Listen,
You don't know how to listen.
you're confusing me with your lies.
I never said I was live, ma'am. I don't even know who you are. You didn't even identify yourself.
Officer Monaco, 3064.
There you go. Your name? Oh, yeah. She still don't know how to say her name. Where does that disdain come from?
I mean, you're clearly
You hate cameras? I didn't say anything to you.
I don't have to be nice to you.
Did I say anything to you? You have to. It's in your policy.
No, it's
Professionalism, courtesy, respect, right? So you signed up to be rude to the public? You signed up to be rude to the public?
This is the turning point.
The auditor asserts his right to remain without identifying himself. Under Terry v. Ohio, police need reasonable suspicion to demand ID. None is present here. His statement is not defiance, it's constitutional literacy in action. And when authority lacks legal footing, it retreats.
That's what you took an oath to be rude? Thank you, I appreciate it. Hopefully that was sincere. It's a walk of shame right there. It's gonna be a walk of shame turned into a drive of shame? Nope.
At Grand Central, it was confusion and ego, but now things escalate. What happens when the same camera meets armed military authority? This time, it's not just policy, it's federal law being thrown around, and the stakes are much higher.
Hi. All right, how are you? Hold on a second. Hold on. What's your name? What's your name? I didn't hear you. I'd like you to identify yourself.
I already identified myself.
Well, you can keep on moving. I'm going to keep on filming you.
Right. Well, you can't film the front gate.
Of course I can.
No, you can't.
So.
I'm not going back and forth with you, sir.
You can go. You're right. You're not going to go back and forth with me.
Do you have any identification on?
Of course I do.
Can I see identification?
Absolutely not.
Then you're going to have to exit.
You got to understand something. Your premises ends at that gate and then that fence.
It does not.
Yes, it
If
does.
you do not leave, you'll be trespassing.
Where do you think your property line is? Because I checked.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
You going to identify yourself?
Not at all.
Then have a good day.
And if I don't leave,
Have a good day.
I'm not leaving.
You're not leaving.
Your line ends at that gate. You may not like it. I'm just curious. Are you Army or Air Force? Oh, we got number 2. This is getting good. Hello.
Hello. What's going on?
Not much. I'm just sitting here conducting a constitutionally protected activity.
Well, why I'm here?
Because this is a good place to do it. May I ask who it is I'm speaking to?
It's Officer Judy.
Officer Judy. I'm just curious.
Okay.
Are you Air Force or Air Force or Army?
Air Force.
Okay. Just wondering.
Can I have your name?
Good citizen.
Okay.
You could try and circle around me and intimidate me all you want. It ain't gonna work.
Just talk.
I know.
Just have a conversation.
I am here, and this officer Johnson. All right, I'm sorry. I just didn't catch your name when you said it. There's traffic going on. All right. Is questioning why I'm here, as are you, and believes that. Well, you can call I guess Pemberton or whoever. They'll probably tell you the same thing, but your authority ends at that fence line. It's just as simple as that. All right. They may not want me to take pictures over there, but I have every right to take pictures over there. This has been well documented by Air Force Command and by Navy Command. I'm not so sure about the Army, but guys like me are able to come to places like this. Obviously, I can't go onto the base. I'm not trying to go onto the base or anything like that. But we're allowed to come here and film the comings and goings. That's all I'm doing.
See, you recording is not an issue. You can't record the entry and exit of a federal installation.
Yes, I can.
You can't record on federal property?
I'm not on federal property. Well, first of all, yes, I can record on federal property because I record the.
Authorization.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's.
Public affairs with authorization.
That's once I go inside that gate. Well, I'm not inside that gate. You can't trespass my eyes. If I was sitting here,
But you can stand out there.
but you gotta understand something. There is no difference between out there and in here. That's why they have that sidewalk going up to that gate. That's why that warning sign is not out there. It says, do not cross this line. Your property line is that gate.
Okay, so our property line is not that gate. Our property line is from there all the way down there because we have jurisdiction over there also.
All the way down where?
All the way
If you,
down.
I'll tell you what. You show me the demarcation point, and I'll and.
That's not our jobs out here to show you.
Well, no, you're sitting there. You're claiming something.
Stuff like that.
You're claiming something that is not
That you're an
true.
engineer and that you know what the interest of a base is supposed to look like. So
No, I said I know where the property line is.
you absolutely don't. But
Well, you're sitting here. You're sitting here disputing it with me.
I'm not disputing it. I'm telling you exactly what it is. Right?
Okay, well, where's the
You can't
property
film-
line?
You can't film the entry and exit of the gate.
Yes,
you
I can.
continuously try to do that by turning.
No, I'm
And
gonna.
you already came over here.
I'm gonna sit here. I got the guys over there in the little blue tent. I got the guys in the actual guardhouse, and I got the guys in the
Just said
portal.
on your camera that you filmed those guys in the guardhouse.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
You understand that?
Yes, I did. I zoomed in on them. I filmed them. I saw the one guy. He was sitting there fidgeting because I figured he was gonna come up there, and he was making sure that he looked good on film.
So you're attempting to film the entry. Well, you did film the entry and exit of the gate.
And that is
100%.
And that is against the law, sir.
What law?
It's considered federal jurisdiction.
What law?
It's a federal
Tell
law.
me what law. Tell me a code.
Federal- Go look it up.
No,
It's
no,
a-
no, no,
it's
no, no, no,
considered
no,
a
no, no,
sensitive
no, no.
location.
You can't tell me there's a crime being committed.
He doesn't raise his voice, he narrows the argument. When an officer claims something is illegal, the burden shifts. What law, exactly? Under Fourth Amendment standards, enforcement must be grounded in articulable facts, not assumptions. Vague claims don't justify detention or ID demands. In that silence, the weakness becomes visible.
Unless you know what the crime is.
Yes.
All right. I know for a fact there is no crime being committed
Okay, how do you know that?
because this is not the first time I've done this, my friend.
Uh-huh.
All right. I've even been here. I don't know why. Well, look, put it this way. Yes, I understand that there's different soldiers, security, you know, whatever the proper term is for you officers at the gate. All right. Normally it's the one down the road, you know, and it's a little bit clearer because you got that big old blue stripe on the ground. All right. It makes it very easy. All right. That's why I double check. All right. All along the fence line as a right of way because there's no sidewalk on this side of the road. That's why the property line is backed up to the gate. This, like I said, I've checked this. All right. I'm allowed to film them. All right. Even, I'll tell you what. Just for argument's sake and shits and giggles, let's just say I was sitting right out there at the corner. I'm still allowed to zoom in and film them.
Why?
Because I want to. It's a day that ends in Y and I get off on it. I mean, I just want to. How's that? If you could show me, all right, any contradiction to the fact that the property line is that gate or a clear demarcation, I'll gladly relocate. But to sit here and tell me that even though I stand there in that corner and film those guys there, that I'm breaking a law, I know you're wrong. I know for a fact you're wrong. 100%. Without any doubt.
But yet you can't show us anything.
What do you mean?
Well, you're trying to tell us where our property line is.
Yeah.
Show me.
I'm a little busy filming right now. All right. I checked this beforehand, but as a guard and security officer for this base, you should know exactly where your authority ends.
Okay, brother, but I'm telling you, it's a federal law because this is considered.
What's the law? Give me a
considered
statute.
a successful location.
I film chemical plants, all right, and everything else like that. DHS has sent a memo out to every federal institution, authority, whatever it is you want to call it. They did it in 2018 and they redid it in 2022, and it says people film. Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to.
No, go ahead.
No, people filming in public from a public area are to be left alone. All right, like I said, I've done this before. All right. I understand why there might be concerns. I'm not denying any of that stuff. All right. But I'm telling you right now that if I, you know, I'm a little scared of ladders because I fell off one.
Okay.
But if I set a ladder up or like a cherry picker right up there in that corner, and I sat there with the zoom lens, you know, like a cartoon length zoom lens.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever it is I can see. If I want, you know, I can't shoot obviously into people's bedrooms or anything like that. But anything I can see from public, you cannot trespass the eyes. All right. If you thought that that was the case, you would know the code. Just like I'm sure you're very well aware of like whatever the code is if a airman or a soldier was speeding on base and you gave him a speeding ticket or something like that. You know, I'm sure certain ones you know by the book, and we go from there. Hi guys.
Hi.
All right. If you don't mind, who am I speaking with?
Sergeant Hunt.
Sergeant Hunt and the
Officer
other
Diana.
gentleman that just showed up.
Officer Diana.
Officer
What
Diana.
can we do for you today?
Leave me alone. That's about it.
So, right now you are more than free and welcome to record right over there, right across the street on that side.
Across the
This
street.
side of the street
Yeah.
is federal property. And
No.
per USC code, 18 USC, correct?
Uh-huh.
You know what that is?
I know what it is.
795. You know what that one is? 795
Not off
is
the
no
top.
photographing, videoing, or sketching of a military installation from on top of federal property.
But I'm not on federal property.
You are.
See, no, not your
You are.
your property line ends at that gate.
So on as far as jurisdiction goes, once you hit the curb line and in, is federal property.
So you think
Once you go curb line and across that way, you are no longer on federal property. You are 100% good to go.
So
on recording.
you think that if I sit on that publicly accessible corner, that any kid that can walk down the street, all right, forget about the camera.
Yeah.
All right, you're telling me that anybody walking down that street to that corner right there
Yes, sir.
is trespassing?
No, they're not trespassing because it's an open area.
Okay.
However, you're free to stand here all you want. You're
Okay.
good. You're not trespassing as far as we're concerned.
Okay.
The problem is you're violating 18 USC 795.
Which is the filming part?
The filming and the photography. Yes.
Okay, guess what? I have no problem filming in public. That I'm not worried about.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you can film from right back there. You're good to go.
No, I am filming in public. You just
You
clearly
are
state.
filming on federal property.
No, your federal property ends at
No,
that gate.
federal property starts at the curb line, sir. That's why
No,
you're
it
not
doesn't.
understanding.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it
Okay?
doesn't. Have you ever heard of this thing called an easement?
Yes,
All right. Why do you
I've heard
think?
of an easement.
Because why do you think your warning sign is on the gate over there? It doesn't say. There's nothing right there that says do not cross
Do
this
you
line.
understand why we give an easement? So that public people can walk up and down the street without violating trespassing property.
Yeah, I know. And
So
once
that's what the easement is, right?
and until I go through that gate.
Okay,
all right.
listen to what I'm saying. The easement begins right there, right? You understand what I'm saying? At the curb line.
Easement begins at the curb line. Where's the easement end?
But this is still federal property.
Where does the easement end?
As soon as you break right here, this is the vehicle entrance spot. So as soon as you break the curb line, right?
No.
The curb line is right there, about
No.
50 feet behind us.
I'll tell you what. I believe you're wrong, and if you feel so, go call local PD and let them deal with it. Because I'm not on your property.
You are on our property, and I really don't want to have to cite you or arrest you. But if you're refusing to comply with a lawful
And what would
order,
I be
sir,
arrested for?
You will be for refusing to comply with a lawful order. You're being
None.
requested to leave the area nicely for violating 18 USC 795, which you will also be charged with because you're refusing to turn the camera off.
No. All right, let's be clear. All right, because things matter. All right,
Things
because
do matter, you're right.
I'm gonna go to your base commander, and and I got a little shock for you. When I go to him, you're gonna let me through that gate, and I am gonna film when I'm talking to him. All right, just to be 100% clear, so that everybody's crystal. All right, that from here, right where I'm standing, I'm just gonna take a little 360. All right. Sorry, everybody who's gonna get dizzy from that. That me filming the guards and the entrance is a crime.
Filming from right here, yes, is a crime. You are on federal property, sir.
Okay,
That's
then
what
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying.
what. We're gonna go right over here because I know for a fact at this corner I could zoom and I could film whatever the hell it is I want, and there's nothing you could do about
You're
it.
100% correct. From the corner where that sign is over there, you're 100% correct.
What sign?
Falcon Scoreboard sign.
Oh, you're high. You must be absolutely high as shit. You're not going to abuse your, sir. You're not going to abuse your color of authority. And I tell you right now, go get the senior officer on duty for the entire base. Because I'll tell you right now, before you make a mistake, all right, Because I will gladly. I don't want to do that because you're not a cop. You're a soldier, and I don't want to do it. All right, but I'll gladly cause problems. I'm not going to get physical. I'm not going to resist or anything like that. But legal issues, legal problems rather. All right, because I know under the UCMJ you're held to a certain standard. You guys, when you all signed up, whether you were going to be a cop, a fighter pilot, a computer person, whatever the hell it is you guys do for the Air Force, you guys raise your right hand and says, I hereby swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah.
And the very first part of it where it says freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom to redress my government, which I am a member of the press, gathering content for the story. You come here and are violating my rights.
I'm not violating your rights.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, sir.
If you think that I'm going across the street to film you, you are nuts.
It's similar to the protests that come into the area. We respectfully request, because you're on federal property, we give you guys the proper amendments, right?
I can't say anything about protests. I've never been here for
right
that.
over there without any issue, and they exhibit their rights.
Well, that's because they're protesting. The whole point is not to see the people in it. Not the whole people is to get on the thing. I'm telling you right now, just so we are clear, and we are 100% crystal clear, because I'm going to be here. I'm going to go to that corner, and if you decide to arrest me, oh, it's on. All right? But I can tell you right now, all right, that I could sit there, and I could film them all day. You can't do anything about it, and I suggest before you, Sergeant, make a terrible mistake, that you get somebody that has a little bit more authority than you. But I'll go right over here, all right? Because we both know you did.
If you're a member of the press, let me see your credentials.
I'm not at a press credentialed event. See, what happens is in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. When you're a member of the press, the only time you get a press credential is if you're at what they call a credential event, usually a political event.
So do you work for a press agency?
Independent contractor whose stories get picked up nationwide.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
And I'm very well aware, because as I said, you aren't here for that. Not only do I do this at other military installations, I've done it at the base, because here's the thing. I know if the other gate was open, you guys have a nice blue line, or you might be yellow or whatever color you painted it this year, but you have a nice line on the ground where I go right up to that line.
Yes, sir.
All right. According to the rules, over here, in this particular section, because I looked at it was Arnold Avenue.
So
the line
what's
is
your
that
resource on that? Where are you getting that information from?
the GIS survey, and then also
When
the
was
base.
last updated?
About 2 weeks ago.
I don't believe that's correct.
Well, you could go look it up yourself. How about that?
I will.
All right. And not only that, I believe you have an older version on your actual website, but like I said, that's not taking into account the gate moving. All right. But I'm going to go sit on that corner. All right. If you think that I'm going to move, because believe me, I can still see them from over there. I don't really care. All right. But if you think that I'm going to move from there, I suggest you get somebody before you do something.
Like I said, the easement begins on the order with the curb line. So
And where does
enjoy your rest of your Sunday.
And again, where does the easement end?
What's that?
Where does the easement end?
At the curb line, right there.
No, it can't start and end at the same place.
The curb line, where the sidewalk is. That's why the sidewalk is there. Once you cross
This is a sidewalk.
This sidewalk is for people coming onto the base that have access. You do not have access to this base.
Again, that gate. All right.
Yes, for the gate.
I'll tell you what.
However, this is all federal.
Go get me your supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
No, go get your
My
supervisor.
supervisor is home. It's a Sunday.
And guess what? I'm sure there's what, a chief, a chief, a warrant officer, somebody like colonel, something like that. So on this entire base, you're the highest ranking one.
On a Sunday, yes.
Okay.
For the
Well,
police department, yes.
no. I'm not talking about from the police. I'm talking overall.
The base is not going to... I can make the request for you if you want to speak to them.
I am.
I highly doubt they're going to come out.
I am. I am.
Meet me halfway then. Meet me back at the corner over here, and then we'll go from there.
I'll wait here.
We can meet over there, and then we'll.
I'll wait here, because I'll tell you what. This is still a public sidewalk. I understand you really do believe that. All right, and you really think that you're going to intimidate me into.
No one's trying to intimidate you.
This is not federal property. I understand
No one's
that.
trying to talk. No one's trying to
Okay,
intimidate
well,
you.
well, man to man, this is public property. This is not federal property until I get there. All right, this is part of the easement.
Okay.
Do you think that power box was put in by the federal department? This little gray power box right here.
No, but we have.
Do you think that was put in by the federal government or the utility? You think the
utility, because utilities run into the base. The people need service, right?
different
So there's a
rules on the
state, there's
base.
a mutual agreement between the state and the federal government.
Different rules on the base.
Where are you getting your information from?
Cars are in the way. We don't. No matter what, we don't have an X-ray camera. These guys probably do, but.
Now the pressure peaks. They threaten charges under 18 U.S.C. Section 795, yet fail to establish lawful grounds. Refusing ID is protected unless tied to a valid detention under Terry v. Ohio. Without reasonable suspicion, compliance is voluntary. Watch closely. Authority pushes forward, but the law doesn't follow.
Sorry. How are you today?
I'm not doing too bad. How about you, sir?
I am doing great. I am just only wishing to be left alone here. As I've discussed with your officers, I know there's some confusion because, well, I understand the desire to keep as secure as possible. But the simple fact of the matter is, and I hate to say it this way, but the property line is that gate. This is all considered the easement, and me shooting, excuse me, bad choice of words, admittedly, me filming your security hut over there is not a problem, not illegal or anything like that. I've done this before. I've done it before at this base. Admittedly, not when there's construction, whatever you got going on, I'm down at the normal main thing. But I go right up to the line, sit there with the tripod, and that's that. Now, you may not want me to do it. You may question, you may think it's weird that I'm doing it. But the simple fact, and I'm not armed or anything, so don't worry. The simple fact of the matter is, I'm allowed to do it. So I'm just sitting here peacefully, just exercising my First Amendment right, gathering content for a story. And I now have 6 soldiers, all of which are armed. I'll come here, don't trip anybody up. And it shouldn't be an issue. All right. If I go past that gate, it becomes your issue. But the camera, have you ever heard the saying, you cannot trespass the eyes? If I'm sitting here, me filming with the camera is no different than me sitting here just staring at you. All right. It's a little different if you're not used to it. I get it. But under no circumstances, all right, can they tell me that what I'm doing is wrong, that what I'm doing is improper, illegal, against USC code, I think he said 795 or 745 or whatever. I'll go look that statute up later because I know that it doesn't really exist. All right, it doesn't exist in which way that he matters. If I was, let's say, a soldier or even an enlisted person's family member, oh, for absolutely not. I cannot go do what I'm doing and start filming you guys. But from here, can't do it. The officer thinks that if I go on the other side of the street that it's okay, or originally I was gonna sit there and say, okay, I'll go to this corner here, but once he told me that I'm not allowed to do it from that corner, well, my niceness wore off. Sorry. You know, I'm not here to cause problems. I'm not here, you know, I'm not going to fight you guys or anything like that. There's no threat of violence or anything of that issue. But I do know for 100% that I'm allowed to sit here and do what I'm doing. All right, you may not like it. You may not even understand it. But again, your oath that you swore, whenever you swore in before you went to the Air Force basic training, is exactly for what I'm doing right here. The whole point of that is to do right here. You know?
Yes, sir. So, what my officer here, Sergeant Hunt, is telling you is factual in this case. So according to 18 USC 795, you're not allowed to film or record a military installation while on that federal installation's property.
But I'm
in
not.
In the case of this base, everything from that road, once you hit the grass line this way, is federal property. It is
No, because you have
military
to. There's an easement, and easement comes all along this property. Like I said, I looked it up on the GIS survey. All right, it goes right up to that fence line.
So this right here is a physical demarcation, but that physical demarcation does not indicate the full jurisdiction of our property.
Where do you believe is the physical demarcation?
The physical demarcation for this right here.
Because we got to be is the fence line.
The fence line is what prevents you from coming on the base, and it is the deterrent from you coming
No,
on
the
the base.
deterrent's that sign.
But once you come to that grass line there from that roadway, right along the road there, that is where you become on federal property, military jurisdiction at that point. And so according to 18 USC 795, you cannot be filming right here.
Do you really think that's true?
Yes, sir.
So I did just call
Yeah, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 officers willing to risk their career on that one.
So I did just call and confirm with our captain. I got a hold of him.
Mm-hmm.
It is true. Once you break that curb line, you are correct. We're not going to charge you for being on this area, but you are filming. Okay, so if you were up and down here going
But
for
you
a walk,
no. Here's the whole thing. If I'm allowed to be here, if I'm allowed,
what I'm saying.
okay.
You are allowed to be here, but the camera cannot be rolling. That's in violation of 18 USC 795. If you take the turn this off, then we are good to go.
I'm not turning it off. So now what?
And you will be charged with 18 USC 795.
And what does that entail?
I mean, if you fail to identify yourself, then we will charge you with that code.
Well, I'm not. Again, I'm not on federal property. I'm on a. No. Excuse me.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
This
okay?
property right here belongs to the state of New Jersey.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. Okay, you're only hearing what you want to hear. When you break that roadway, this whole area, up and down this area, is ours. It's federal property. Okay? As soon as you go to that side, as soon as you hit the concrete, that is a state road right there.
So you think that there's no place that people could be on this side?
No, you are allowed to be on this side. You're not allowed to film. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
But no,
You're allowed to walk your dog, do whatever you got to do right here.
And
Hang
here's
out,
what
have
you're
a
not.
picnic.
Here's what you're not
All I want.
understanding. All right, any place that I'm allowed to be, I'm allowed to film.
No, you're not. Not on federal property.
I'm not on federal
You
property.
are on federal property. We're not going to sit here and have this discussion. We're not going to argue about it.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go right to that corner. And if you choose to arrest me or use force on me, because it will take force, because I will not identify. I 100% will not identify to you, and you will have to use force. All right, that will be you throwing away your entire career. And anyone else that decides that they're gonna do it, because we'll go sit right here if you think that that's the case. We are on this side of the guideline for a public telephone wire. Nope. What was that? Okay. They don't understand how phones work and how bad they just fucked up. I'm literally underneath the power lines on this side of it, so. Oh, guess what? You just gave me a better angle.
2 locations, 2 confrontations, 1 truth. When you know your rights, authority changes its tone. From Grand Central to a military base in New Jersey, we watched the same pattern unfold: confusion, pressure, and then silence when the law stands firm. You don't need to be loud, you need to be right. If you've ever been asked for ID without a clear reason, drop your story in the comments. Hit like if this opened your eyes. Subscribe so next time you won't hesitate, you'll understand. This is ID Refusal Cops, where knowledge isn't optional, it's your protection. Where calm resistance meets constitutional power.